Let's actually get to our day's top stories now. And another weather emergency is unfolding in New South Wales. Torrential rain continues to fall from the Central Coast to the Illawarra. It's wreaked havoc across Greater Sydney today. The SES has gone door to door, issuing evacuation orders in Warrenora and Bonnet Bay in Sydney South, and Camden and Chipping Norton in the southwest, and Wallacia in the west as well. Hundreds of residents have been told to move to higher ground or face the prospect of being trapped without power or water.
My neighbour's been here 46 years and he said he's never seen this.
It's terrible, but what can you do? Supposedly 1 in 50 flood area, and now it's once a month.
The deluge has also caused a petrol spill at Kurnell after a pump failure at the Caltex refinery. There's been flash flooding along the northern beaches, a main road in DY more like a river. Sydney's now recorded its annual average rainfall in just 3 months. SES New South Wales Acting Commissioner Daniel Austin joins us now with the very latest. Daniel, what can we expect to see in the next 24 hours?
Yeah, good evening. So really what we've seen today with the heavy widespread rainfall is expected to continue for the next 24 hours or so across parts of the Sydney metropolitan area, the Central Coast up into the Hunter, and then down through the Illawarra and onto the South Coast as well. And then we'll actually expect to see that move slightly inland, up in through the Southern Highlands and into the central tablelands as well. And we've seen today some really intense bursts of rain within that as well, which has led us down the path of some very significant flash flooding.
Yeah, the severity of these events seems to have taken everyone by surprise. How ready are you if things get much worse over the next couple of days?
We've got in excess of 500 SES volunteers out on the ground at the moment, supported by a whole range of other emergency services. We've been responding already and will continue to respond as long as we need to. But I must say the community's been really good in listening to the messages, and actually a lot of preemptive sandbagging. It really is a great team effort across everybody. We will always be there to respond, but the community has certainly stepped up as well.
Daniel, we've also heard the wild weather could return further north. What's your advice to those areas that are still struggling to recover? Yeah,
so really the advice is across the entirety of the state that people need to maintain their awareness of what is going on around them. Whilst we don't, in the short term, have too much expectation of the northern rivers getting significant rainfall totals, we know that any rainfall will disrupt the recovery effort. But more broadly, we just asked everybody across the state at the moment that they maintain their awareness of what's going on around them. If they need SES assistance, 132 500, and if it's a life-threatening emergency, please ring 000.
You guys have been doing such a great job. Thank you so much for your time, Assistant Commissioner. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, all volunteers, the SES workers, and they want to say thank you as well to their families and also their employers who've let them go, so they actually can go and help people in need. Incredible.
Yeah, and the fact they've had to do it, it's repeat efforts, right?
Yep.
It just keeps happening over and over.
And
you can imagine
again.
employers, especially, they would be in a situation they go, we can't keep
of course
doing this, and yet they do.
Yep, they do.